I've been talking with deaf parents and deaf dorm moms about catching their kids at night on the computer or texting. It's interesting that they've been all girls. Girls tend to do this late at night. I think some feel pressured. Their friends may exclude them if they're not involved. It's a normal part of a girl's growing up that she connects with her friends. Some girls are involved with cyberbullying and their parents are unaware. Research has found that girls who are savvy with instant messaging, emailing, different websites, can later lead to cyberbullying. Girls are twice as likely as boys to be involved with cyberbullying. Boys aren't involved as much with the instant messaging and the emails. They want the latest and greatest in games. That's what they have fun with. Yes, and boys do tend to steal passwords. Parents and adults who work in the schools cannot turn a blind eye to what their children are doing online. Certainly our generation doesn't have a reference. We did not grow up with the internet. This is a new dynamic in our children's lives, or in our lives, but we need to be involved in our children's computer use. Certainly schools do teach them computer use, driver and sex ed. Internet use, though, is a life skill, life lesson, safe internet use, and we need to teach them this. There are some suggestions that psychologists and therapists have offered up to help with monitoring children's use of the internet. Keep the computer in a common room of the house, not in the bedroom. If you notice that a child is minimizing a window or logging off a website each time you enter a room, you may want to have a discussion. Also, limiting the use of an hour or less per day is a good idea. Games and email up to an hour per day is sufficient. If you find that there is a problem already, though, with anger or bullying, you can put software on the computer. If you think an adult may be endangering your child's life, you want to catch this right away. If you think it's something like cyberbullying, though, you may want to sit down and have a talk and discuss with your child and communicate what's going on. How can you manage cyberbullying? Certainly, if someone is making threats to harm your child or your child's family, something of this is really actually a crime. and you need to go to the police immediately. If they're not in danger, but it's more bullying, gossiping, being sadistic, it's best to try and ignore that. I know that's easier said than done. However, if you ignore a bully, they're likely to let it go. You don't want to add fuel to the fire by answering a bully, getting involved. You can also block an email, or you can filter comments on a blog or a vlog. You can remove comments that a bully may have made. And you can sit down and explain with your children. There are comments that could be made on various blogs and vlogs that are in opposition to their opinions and their feelings, but that may not be bullying. Deaf Read is a great website to introduce your children to the internet. You may want to sit down with them and choose one of your favorite sites. Maybe it's a funny one that you enjoy. You can talk about how to comment. Certainly, if your child wants to create their own blog or vlog, that's a great idea. However, you will need to do it with your supervision. You need to be involved with that, though. And you'll want to add comments as appropriate. And if there are comments on there that are not appropriate, they can be removed, certainly. If someone has an opposing opinion, though, you can discuss that with them and let them know that that's not bullying, but it's okay to have various perspectives. And you can talk about various comments with your child. And certainly you haven't grown up with the internet or blogs, but this is the future for our children and their children as well. And we need to raise cyber savvy children.